All right, here we go. Can everybody hear well? And can everybody see well? All right, good deal. Well, welcome to everyone. Thank you very much for being here today and investing both in your development and your business. Daniel is a true success story. Uh, my relationship with Daniel has been almost 3 years long at this point in time. We met 2.5 years or so ago when Daniel signed up for as an elite coaching client in the Tom Ferry ecosystem. And Daniel has a lot of characteristics that top business owners and entrepreneurs and business people have. Okay. He's honest. He's got integrity. He's energetic. He's enthusiastic. Um, he is forward thinking. He has a growth mindset. And all of those things are very, very true. And I have been able to experience that with Daniel over the last couple of years. If I picked out one single characteristic uh, that is Daniel's superpower, it would be execution. When Daniel gets an idea, or when Daniel and I discuss a new strategy, a new topic, a new tactic, uh, 24 hours typically does not pass until he has executed on it. He's begun to put the system in place. He's shot the next video. He's made the phone calls. It is awesome to collaborate with him because, like I said, grass does not grow under his feet. If we come up with something, or if he determines there's something that he needs to do, he executes on that pretty quickly. So awesome, very coachable client, uh, and a leader in his marketplace. So, with that being said, I'm going to turn this over to Daniel for a few minutes and ask a couple of questions to kind of establish his history, professionally speaking. So, Daniel, before 2019, when you started in real estate, what did your work life look like?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Daniel Padilla. I'm here in Colorado Springs. Great to be here. My work life was I was a soldier. I was in the Army for 21 years. So my work life was, serving the people of the United States. That's before I got into real estate. As soon as I retired, I jumped right into real estate, and I was lost in the sauce. It was a lonely start for sure.
Yeah. All right. So 2019 is when you entered the industry.
Correct.
What has the growth of your business, of yourself, et cetera, looked like over the last 6 years?
Yes, sir. So, started off in 2019, April of 2019, and my first year I did 24 deals, established a team of 5 people. Over the years, I grew the team up to 16 people, and then shrunk it back down when the market got tight. People left, but overall, in the last 6 years, we've been able to help over 524 people buy and sell real estate here.
Yeah, pretty doggone impressive. In your marketplace, you've gotten a number of awards. Tell us a little bit about those. Brag on yourself so I don't have to.
I'm not used to that, but this past year I've been recognized as the People's Choice Award winner for Colorado Springs Real Producers. Also featured on Fox 21, Loving Living Local, sharing. We got to highlight our story of what we're doing in the community and how we're helping families relocate from other states here to the Colorado Springs. We did so well on our first segment that they actually extended another invitation to bring back by request from the viewers. So that was really good. And then I'm currently being ranked best of the best realtor here in Colorado Springs, a top amongst 4 other really big industry leaders here.
Mm.
So hopefully we'll find out here shortly. Just doing the work, sir. That's it.
Um, one of the and Daniel prepared the outline for today's meeting. So he made a note on here that was very impressive to me. And when he began to focus on video content, we're going to go deeper into that. His goal was to be known before you're needed. be known before you're needed. Daniel and I had a coaching session about 2.5 years ago, and in that coaching session, I suggested to Daniel that he become the digital mayor of Colorado Springs. I mentioned earlier, Daniel is all about execution. Grass doesn't grow under his feet. So Daniel bought into the idea of becoming the digital mayor of Colorado Springs. And Daniel, kind of share with us what that has looked like.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just say I was really nervous, scared to even go after that digital mayor format there. But I picked up the camera, I started shooting content, I started going around to local um, eateries and just filming every little thing that I was doing throughout the day and just putting the location of Colorado Springs and where we're at. And I've been consistent with that for over almost 3 years now. Just consistently putting video work out there, and thanks to Coach for pushing me forward. But yeah, I mean, the growth of where the videos have gone, I've gone from a few hundred views where I'm averaging about 3 million views every 90 days. So that is all organic views. And then one of the bigger things where I think that I'm most proud about, not even social media, is the YouTube watch time. I believe I'm over 18,000 hours of actual watch time of people just watching my content, hearing my voice and getting to see who I am. And now it's I guess it's I would say small time famous because typically when my wife and I go out, we're recognizable here in the community here. So and I believe it's just because our constant showing the behind the scenes what we're doing throughout the day type of activity, sir.
Okay. You mentioned YouTube. So let me do this, Daniel. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to jump over to another window that I have open. And here it is. This is analytics of your YouTube channel from earlier in the week, correct, Daniel?
Correct. So that's all time watch time there, 18,000 hours. So if you do the math, you're looking at years of watch time there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's very impressive. You have logged 930,800 almost views in the last 3 years. Watch time, you just mentioned 18,600 hours. And then you've got almost 3,800 subscribers. So,
Yes, sir. And I would like to point something out on that. So I don't know if anybody has a YouTube channel, and if you don't, I would encourage you to start one. And with the subscribers, getting subscribers is so hard to have somebody hit the button to like and hit subscribe. One way I've been able to get subscribers is through my marketing of local events. So I'll have a QR code and and somebody so these all these subscribers, a lot of them are here based here in Colorado Springs. So people are subscribing, so people are seeing me here locally in the market, but they're also seeing me on social media as well.
okay, cool. Well, since this is about video content, let me go ahead and let's watch a quick video. I've got 4 or 5 of Daniel's videos that we will insert at various points in our meeting today. So here's the first one. And what I want you to notice about that is Daniel made the video 1 year ago, and to date, it's had 120,000 views. How would you like to have an online 24/7 business card that's available uh, to make 120,000 impressions? So let's watch this video real quick. It's a little over a minute and a half, and it'll give you an idea of what a top performing video on YouTube looks like.
Did you just get your orders to Fort Carson? Hi, I'm Daniel Padilla, retired Chief Warrant Officer, and I want to help you in your transition here to Fort Carson, Colorado. So if the admin Ferry told you that you're coming to Fort Carson, we need to talk. I have all the intel, the inside scoop on everything about Colorado Springs and Fort Carson that you need to know. I know when I moved here, I was lost in the sun. I didn't know my way around this city for nothing. And I want to be that resource for you. I want to let you know where all the great schools, neighborhoods, parks, trails, and everything else in between. Let me be that guy for you on the ground. So if you're getting ready to PCS from Fort Lewis or Liberty or Polk, you name it, let me tell you why you're going to love this place. After a 21-year career, Fort Carson is still my favorite place, and that's why my family and I still reside here. And once you receive your RFO, give me a call. I would love to have a conversation with you. And once you receive your PCS orders, I look forward to meeting you on the ground. I'm Daniel Padilla, retired chief warrant officer, and I look forward to helping you find your Colorado Springs home.
Yes, sir. That's the one. That's one of my biggest hits. That's a big money maker. So I get leads off of that video all the time.
Okay. Well, you did that video about a year ago. It's earned you over 120,000 impressions. But what did your video content, what was happening 3 years ago when you started down this path?
Yeah, it's great. I was knee deep in Zillow leads, Realtor.com, Dave Ramsey leads. I was buying leads everywhere. With the assistance of you pushing me in the direction of using video content and some research that I was doing, I knew that you know, you hear it all the time in the ecosystem that videos king. You need to shoot video, and at first I was a little hesitant, but I took the jump, and I've invested my marketing dollars into this avenue, which is now like compounding just results, and I'm just grateful. I'm having one of the best years of my life here, even in this down market. It is a positive thing. So I would definitely encourage everybody to pick up the camera, and I can share with you every step, every tool that I use. I say one of the biggest it's over here, but one of the biggest tools that I use is just my phone. I also have DJI here that I keep on my desk. I have a 360 camera that I shoot, but my go-to is my phone and a microphone. And I just kind of just share how I feel throughout the day of what's happening, the good, the bad, the ugly, the positive. One thing that I like to structure all my content around is people, positivity, and community. It has to align with one of those: people, positivity, community, and it's really created a great fan base for myself here.
Yeah. In your outline, Daniel, your starting point with video, you mentioned that before video,
Hmm.
had an inconsistent online presence.
Yeah.
You were paying for cold, high cost leads, and you had a heavy reliance on traditional prospecting.
Yeah.
And then you make a note, you came to a realization that
Correct.
competitive market demands personal brand visibility. Tell us a little bit about that thought, a competitive market demanding a personal brand and visibility thereof. What has that meant to you?
Yeah, I think what is meant to me is, a credible brand. What I've been told in the past by people is that they think the PCS team is such a mega team. In reality, it was me for the last 24 months, 36, about 3 years now. Excuse me, about
Okay.
3 years now. It's just myself, and then Um, I just recently hired two young ladies as well. Their husbands are active duty. But here in Colorado Springs, the dynamics here, we're surrounded by five military installations, and we're tied to the Department of Defense. So we got all the contracting jobs and stuff like that. But so there's a lot of competition here. And so using this video, it is allowed me to have authority in our market space, people are seeing, and they like I stated before, they think the PCS team is this mega team, and we're really not. It's myself, my wife, two ladies, and another gentleman, my social media management team, and then my transaction coordinator. And Chip just pushed me to hire an assistant, so she starts on Monday. So we're gonna take it from there.
Well, we definitely don't need you doing the 20 to $25 an hour task. We need you to doing those 2,000 to $2,500 an hour tasks. So,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
your addition of assistance is going to prove to be a very, very high value, profit directed decision. So I like that. Daniel, you and I have talked about, and in the Tom Ferry ecosystem, Tom talks about, and his coaches talk about sweat equity over check equity. You mentioned 3 years ago, you were spending a lot of money with Zillow, Realtor.com, Dave Ramsey, and maybe some others. I think you had Brivity back at that point, and you were paying for leads there as well. So a lot of check equity.
Yeah, over $4,000 a month.
Okay, well, let's round it up to five. So $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year. Were you receiving an adequate return on your investment for that $60,000 that you were spending?
I was always, short answer, no. I was always positive, but I was not.
Okay,
I
all
was
right.
out.
And you and I've had the conversation specifically way back when, and again, you executed on it. You transitioned from check equity to sweat equity through your focus on video content. What's your sweat equity producing for you right now in terms of leads, messaging, just general business?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we're averaging anywhere between 20 to 25 leads per month that are just dropping in. We're getting people that are setting appointments through our calendar link to meet with me, which is great. One of my top producing videos is how to, my 5 steps to listing your videos. I don't know if I shared that one with you, but that one intrigues a lot of sellers, especially in this market space that need to sell. So I have a 5-step process that I outlined in a 90-second video. That's really, really good video. So people are reaching out to me. People are sending me DMs, direct messages, saying, "Hey, I have a real estate question," and that question leads to an opportunity. It turns into, a conversation that leads to an opportunity. So not closing every single one of them, but like I said, it leads to an opportunity to a future transaction.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So you were paying for leads way back when, and now you're receiving organically. I mean, no direct dollar cost, but sweat equity cost, pretty good leads. And you shared with me 20 to 25 a month. And those are people reaching out to you. That's not you reaching out to them. Those are the text messages, the emails, the messaging through your social media channels, et cetera. So you're saving $60,000 a year, right? So
Mhm.
that's certainly got a really, really positive influence on the bottom line. But we're talking about sweat equity. So how much time during the week or on a monthly basis are you spending creating your video content?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would classify probably about 2 hours a week that I'm doing content, and a lot of it's off the cuff, But when I work with my videographer, we're spending about 90 minutes a week doing that. But like I shot a video prior to this meeting, and it's just behind the scenes of me in my office, and I got my flip-flops on. You can't see them,
Hey,
but
me too, bud.
yeah, I got a reputation of not dressing all the best. People make fun of me because I usually show houses in my Birkenstocks or something.
Uh,
But that's just my style.
you mentioned one of the other strong aspects of your video content creation is you get to control the message, right? You pick the topics,
Correct.
you create the messaging, the scripts, whatever. So you're basically in control of your business. If you're spending 2 hours a week on content creation, that's 8 hours a month. That's 96 hours a year. Let's round it up to 100. So you're investing 100 hours a year and saving $60,000 a year. That's a pretty high hourly rate for that sweat equity that you're earning, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I never really broke it down like that, but yeah.
And we're not even factoring in the revenue that you're creating with your video content. So, wow, sweat equity can be pretty doggone powerful, it looks like.
Yeah, and that's another thing you just touched on. I didn't even highlight that to yourself, but I'll share with you guys. So I'm actually making about $92 a day from Facebook, from people watching my content.
Wow. So, is that like pay per click or whatever?
No, Facebook's actually paying me.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right. Sweet. All right. Well, we'll have to dig a little bit deeper into that then. All right. So now's probably a good time to see another one of your videos. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, let's share, sir.
All right. Let's go.
CSing is known all too well across Colorado Springs. With the frequent moving and address changing, you're bound to need some help. But have no fear, the PCS team is here. Daniel can tell us how it's all done. He's an award winning realtor. Good morning.
Good morning, Justin.
Best of the best in Southern Colorado. You just won another award this past week. Congrats. What was it?
Thank you. Thank you. It was the People's Choice Award by Colorado Springs Real Producers.
People's Choice Award. Now you were in the Army. Congratulations for your service and thank you
Thank
for
you.
20 years of excellence. And now you're paying it forward. How so with PCS?
Absolutely. So, I'm a soldier. I understand the environment the soldiers and their families come from. I did it for 21 years, retired in 2019. So I understand the stress that these families are going through during a PCS. So I want to alleviate all that to the best of my abilities with them relocating here to Colorado Springs, Justin.
What is the mission of your company?
Is people first. People first. It's not about me, it's about them. So I want to take all the concerns that they may have coming in here to Colorado Springs, not knowing anything about our great community, how to get involved, all the resources that we have to provide with them, and just make them feel at home. They're part of the family.
Give me an example of things that you've done, because like you said, it's got to be hard. You called upon to move duties and move states, and the drop of a hat. The kids got to find a new school district, but you've got all the details and answers. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think one of the biggest things is being just a resource. I like to say, let me be the point man for you. Let me be the guy on the ground to do all the research for you to assist you in helping you make the best decision of where do you want to send your kids to school? What neighborhood would you like to live in? What's the commute that you want to drive to work, and what's the environment that you want to raise your family in? So everybody has different styles of living, and I just wanted to try to help them paint the picture of hey, Colorado Springs has so much to offer you. They have just we live here, we know. So we can get out there and get our mountain bikes, go hiking, you name it. There's just so much to do here, and I just want to be that positive resource for people to get involved.
In real estate, like you said, it's all about location, location, location. It's sunny 310 days a year, but I really think what makes PCS team successful is your team. It's not just you, but you've got tremendous colleagues. How'd you hire such great staff?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for saying that. Absolutely. So everybody on my team is either prior service. So I got an active duty Air Force individual, and I have a spouse that's an active duty spouse. Her husband's still serving here at Fort Carson, and so we understand. And then my administration staff, my social media team, we've all been there, so we understand the pressures and stressors. And like I said, and I'll keep emphasizing, is like we want to take that away from you and let you know that hey, you're in good hands. I want to bring you in. I want to love you. And when you become a client, you're my new best friend.
I want to talk about VA loans because that's a big theme here with the strong military base. How does that play into effect in all this housing market?
Yeah, absolutely. So VA loans are one of the best options out there. But here's a statistic, Justin. I don't know if you know this, that 76% of American veterans who've earned this don't realize or don't use this loan. And I want to change that narrative. Like there's 76% of American veterans that have this entitlement that they've earned, that they're not utilizing it. And no money down, no PMI, low credit score. I mean, the VA doesn't require you to have a credit score. Lenders may, but this is such a great option. I want to help people use the benefit they have. So if you have a Purple Heart, you don't have to pay a VA funding fee, or if you have a VA disability rating of 10% or more, you don't have to pay that funding fee. So you can literally get in a house with like zero to little money down.
Real quick, what's the website? What's that dialogue process like? Maybe there's a military family that just got supplanted here in the Springs.
Yeah, so the best way to get a hold of me is call me direct. I answer my own calls at 719-761-3826 or visit me at livingincos.com.
You're an award winner in many, many ways. Thanks for your time, Daniel.
Let's go. I appreciate it.
Making an impact in the community and all the newcomers here in Colorado Springs.
Let's do it.
This week's Help from the Home Front has been brought to you by the Gasper Law Group and the PCS team. PCSing is known all too well. Oops.
Yes, sir. That video right there helped launch a solid 2025.
Yeah. That I didn't make note of it, but that video was posted 3 months ago and it's already had 21,000 views. Okay. So, all right, Daniel, part of your outline, you have a section called Building the Video Strategy, and you have an A, B, and C underneath that. A is consistency and commitment in terms of building a video strategy. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, consistency. So, one of those books I was reading is called Passive Income. I don't know if you guys read that one, but they talked about like post a video once a week. So start there. So I committed to myself posting a video once a week. It didn't even have to be a professional video. It'd just be, me walking around sharing some inside tips or a neighborhood or something. But I committed to myself to do one video per week. And it just kind of launched there. So now I'm doing probably 2 to 3 videos per day, just to continue to push content out there. But whatever your commitment is, just say, I want to do one video per week, and you're going to see some results. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're going to shoot video, you have to have a topic. You have to determine what the content is going to be. Tell us how you go about that.
Yeah, so I've been focusing on like problem stacking, right? So what's a problem that somebody has, and then call that problem out, and then what are the steps to solve it, right? So one video like, hey, do you have bad credit? You could talk about bad credit, and then you follow it up with the next one. Well, if if you're faced with bad credit, here's some options for you. And then once you get your credit, your next video could be like, once you get your credit fixed, here's what you need to do next, right? But before you do all that, let's get you connected with the lender and start there. So problem stacking has been one. So some of the things that I focus on are market updates, PCS. If you guys don't know what PCS is, it's a permanent change of station. It's a military term for people that receive military orders to their next duty station, their next location. So it's a permanent change of station, what they call PCS. So I talk tips through PCS relocation tips. I share insights about VA home loans. So I would say 90% of my business is service members related. So they're using their VA home loans to buy houses here in this market space. So I share insights about VA home loans, PCS relocation tips, market updates, neighborhood insights, local restaurants. That's kind of this content strategy I go to, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. One of the very important things with video content in our profession is authenticity and being genuine. Knowing you like I do, I know that is something that puts a lot of oomph, a lot of power behind your videos. And it involves life topics. So share a little bit about that particular category of content with us.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe we're all humans, and life happens to all of us. The good, the bad, the ugly, and I share all of it. I'm an open book. I'm very transparent. I don't have anything to hide. So I hit topics like job loss, moving struggles, divorce, parenting, where I work out, where do my family and I go grocery shopping, I have a very open life on social media, but I'm not going to tell everybody like, hey, me and my wife had an argument or had a situation like that. I
Mhm.
share, I talk about life happening events, and those are the big ones that I address. But I'll tell you, one of my biggest money makers is talking about divorces. Anytime I shoot a video about divorce and real estate, I'll get people reaching out to me like, hey, I have something going on in my life. What do you think about this?
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Um, when you completed your military career, you specifically chose to move to Colorado Springs. I know you love the community and you're deeply entrenched in it. I know you give back. So
Yeah.
from the perspective of video content, kind of talk to us about your community, and then share a little bit about giving back.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm still a soldier for life. So I do a lot of veteran outreach. I volunteer with a group called Team Red, White, and Blue. It's a community. It's a local chapter here in Colorado Springs, but it's a national organization as well. Team Red, White, and Blue. It's trying to connect American veterans and their community through physical and social activity. So a hand up, not a handout. So I do a lot of events. So like I could be like, hey Chip, come on a walk with me. Meet me on this trail. We're going to go on a hike. So usually a lot of people show up to these events. They're all free events. And that's how I'm able to connect with our community that way. I'm also part of it's called Honor and Remember chapter here. So we're paying respect to all the fallen that are no longer with us, but their families are still here in our market space. So they're called Gold Star families. So
Mhm.
every year we put on an event for them to remember their fallen ones. So we do a 100-mile run, and every mile marker we stop and we place a flag and we call out their loved one's name. And so it's really emotional. I get goosebumps just even talking about it. But it's a way that I'm able to stay connected with my community and my service member community that way.
Mm.
Yeah, and then I sponsor some other. Are we still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The camera changed there. And then I sponsor another run. It's called the Angel Run. So again, the fallen, they left some children behind, and they're still here. So we try to raise money for their children until they age out at 18. And so
Mhm.
every year on Memorial Day, we do a community 5K, 10K run. And it's been building. We started off with about 200 participant, and this last year we had over 1,400 people participate. So again, just coming from a place of service, it's an opportunity for people to see our face, see our brand, and not selling real estate, but they get to just know who we are in the community that way.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk a little bit about distribution. The examples that you and I have today for the rest of the group to view are your YouTube channel and some of those specific videos that are pretty doggone good. But how do you distribute your video content? Where does it go? What does that look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've tried. So my primary is YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Okay.
My two money makers are Facebook and YouTube.
Okay.
I have not been able to crack the code on Instagram or TikTok, um, but the YouTube and Facebook are my two money makers for sure.
Okay. All right. When you initially started your focus on video content, it was you, me,
Yeah.
and your iPhone. And probably almost everybody on the call has an iPhone, so no equipment restrictions there that would keep anyone else from trying to duplicate what you've done. Um, how does it break down now in terms of the videos you shoot with your iPhone versus I know you do have a videographer that you're affiliated with at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. So I spend time about 90 minutes a week with my videographer. We shoot video content. So we produce probably about 2 to 3 videos per week for him to more of the higher end stuff. But a lot of the other stuff is just straight from my phone or my DJI camera or the 360 that I'm using now.
Mm.
But majority it's a lot of it, some of the best content that I get most engagement from is the ones from my phone, to be honest with you.
Okay.
The higher produced stuff, it looks great. It's great to show clientele, to win the listing. Like, hey, this is the production that we can do, but more of the lower produced stuff is the one that gets the best results for me.
When you shoot video with your phone, Daniel, is it just record and post, or do you do any kind of light editing with it?
Yeah, so there's two apps that I use. I use Caption for videos that are 60 seconds or less. And that's great because now they just upgraded. They got AI edits. They can blend in there. They can put some verbiage in. And if you don't like some of the photos, you can easily replace it. I don't spend that much time on it. I'm probably on the app, probably about 5 minutes on a video. The other one is CapCut, excuse me. And that one's user friendly as well. You're able to kind of like, for example, if you went to a restaurant and you filmed, you walking in the door, you filming, ordering your food arriving, you can upload those videos and you can just like spend like very, very minimal time just, hitting the select shots and it'll edit it for you. And then you just, download it from the app and upload it up. And then it usually gives you, I like Captions. I don't know if you guys are using it or not, but I like Caption because it literally gives you the topic, the description, and then some relatable hashtags, and then you have the flexibility to change it to make sense for you.
Okay. What I want to do, you've got another section in your outline. What I want to do is sort of encapsulate that for everybody real quickly, because we've touched on a lot of these things already. But Daniel has listed the results of his focus on video content over the last couple of years. The results are currently he is generating 20 to 25 warm organic leads monthly. Those are inbound leads. They're reaching out to him, and he comments that those leads, because they get to know him prior to reaching out to him because of his video content, they are trusting, they know him, they like him, they trust him, and they're ready to go to work. They typically reach out when they are in a shorter timeline of PCSing, of relocating, of needing to sell, etc. So pretty powerful position to be in, and something that all of us, each of you, can develop as well. Daniel says that his brand recognition has skyrocketed in Colorado Springs. He shares with me stories almost on a weekly basis about people coming up to him in public that he does not know and asking, "Hey, aren't you the PCS team? Aren't you Daniel?" So he's got some pretty significant brand recognition, again, because of his video content and the consistency and the frequency with which he has posted it. His other comment is leads nurture themselves via content.
Welcome to VoiceOver.
And that's
VoiceOver.
happening 24/7.
VoiceOver on Zoom.us. Zoom meeting. Window. Close button has keyboard focus.
I have
You are
no
currently
idea
on a
what that
button.
is.
To click this button.
Okay. Hopefully it'll go away. So anyway, the leads nurture themselves because of its content. And that's a tool that's sitting out there that's working for Daniel 24/7, 365. And the last comment he's made under the results is he's had significant revenue growth without a heavy ad spend. And we talked about those numbers early on. So Daniel, one of the things I think everybody can pick up, and I know this with certainty, but what everybody can pick up because they're seeing you and listening to you now is you're like super relatable. Okay. So share with us a little bit your thoughts on being relatable, attracting your tribe, and basically being you, and the importance for everybody else to do the same thing when they start this journey of going down the video path.
I would just simply say, show your life, not your listings. Show your life, not your listing. Let people get to see who you are. Let them hear your voice. Let them see your face, and build trust that way.
That's a show your life, not your listings. I love that. That's powerful. Sweet. Okay. All right. Gonna turn. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's watch another video real quickly. It's about time for that. So let me share my screen. And let's jump up here to PCS.
home to the strongest military community out there, so it's meaningful to have people and resources around when it comes to certain things, especially PCSing. Daniel, Jillian, and Shandy are a part of the PCS team here to serve you in your transition. Good morning.
Good morning.
You guys,
Great.
ready for like that 4th of July? I really feel it.
Boom.
All right, so Daniel, helping military families relocate is a core part of your mission. What makes the PCS team uniquely equipped for that?
Absolutely. After being in the Army 21 years, I understand what families have been through and going through right now. We're in the midst of PCS season, so we're talking to people that are in South Korea, Germany, coming here to Colorado Springs. So we're meeting them on their timelines and understanding how we could fill that void for them when they get here on the ground. So we're really helping these families transition here to Colorado Springs and enjoy our great city right now.
But it's nice too to have a resource like that, especially if you are coming from Korea or from Germany overseas, not even knowing what it looks like over here, for you guys to be that resource.
Absolutely. So one of our biggest things on our team is our availability, right? For example, right after this show, I'm going to go meet a client. They're having a vehicle shipped here. So helping them get their stuff here on the ground. So when they move into their home, it's here readily available for. So one of our things is for us is that we're available to our clients all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've always said that you're more than just real estate, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell us what that means on and off the field, literally.
On and off the field. So we're more than just real estate. We are actively involved in our community. So we get involved with some nonprofits, Team Red, White, and Blue, Honor, Remember. We're supporting families in those nonprofits and just engaging with our communities, supporting the angel runs out there at Red Lake every Memorial Day, just being part of the community. So if you ever see us out there, say hello, because I like to say hello back to you.
Then make sure you say, hey, Daniel. All right, Jillian, I'll come over to you. You kind of help families relocate who may not have been even here to Colorado yet.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about that.
So the biggest thing I think is being a resource, like boots on the ground, if you will.
Yeah,
when people can't be here, we're trying to make them, aware of the resources available here and the different communities. And just, we really want them to we want to be their eyes here.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best way I can
Is
say
it, and working with a team like this really helps as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the biggest thing too. It's not just me that you get, it's all of us.
Yeah.
Experts.
And Judy, I have a note here. Your team plays on a co-ed softball team, sponsors community events, and stays involved year round. So really, community is such a big focus for you all.
Yeah. So it is. So we also are part of the community, right? We are part of a probably military community, but we are all over the place, right? It's all Colorado Springs. So me as part of the Latino community, it's very important for us people understand that they do have resources even when they speak Spanish. So I fully speak Spanish. So we're here. I want for them to know that we're here for them and that we got them.
I feel it. I feel like that. It's not me. It's not even PCSing, but for maybe those who are PCSing and they might need those resources, those help, what you guys are able to provide. How easy is it to get in contact with you?
Yeah, so the best way to get us contact is just call us directly, 719-761-3826, or you can find us online at livingincos.com.
What is the number one thing you want people to understand when they use the PCS team?
People first. We care about you. We're going to put you before us.
Yeah. Do you feel like a lot of people really feel that when they come and use you guys and they've expressed it?
Absolutely. We have over 195 five-star reviews with people sharing their experience with us. So I believe it's true.
I know, and especially right here in Colorado Springs, you guys are doing great work. It's incredible what you're able to do and really help those military communities, for those who are serving and have served for us all throughout the nation and the country and the world.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
One of the things that I want to note, Daniel, is we've showed a couple of videos where you have been interviewed by local television stations or organizations. That doesn't happen overnight, does it? That didn't happen the first year that you were building your brand. Didn't happen the second year, but now you are seeing the snowball effect, where again, your sweat equity, your creativity, your consistency has built your brand, has increased your local recognition to the point where you have people calling you wanting to do interviews.
Correct. And that's how that happened. I got a call that, they wanted to feature us on the local news there. And then we did so well that they called us again, and then we had that opportunity. So it's and I just, well, I haven't even got the chance to share with you, but I got another call and they want to bring us back probably in September, October timeframe again. So yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. On your outline, you've got lessons learned and takeaways. I'd like to share those with the group if that's okay with you.
Yes, sir. Please.
The first one you mentioned a minute ago, show your life, not just your listings. And obviously, we have seen that and the importance of that. Another takeaway is consistency beats perfection. A lot of us have a tendency to be perfectionists, and that keeps us from executing and being in action. Play the long game. Results compound over years, and you and I just discussed a prime example of that. Early on, it was you and your iPhone, and now 2.5 years later, you have people calling you to interview you and indirectly promote your business in the PCS team.
Yes, sir.
Sweat equity builds credibility. It sure does. Your YouTube channel and your video content is driving business to you, and people don't have to meet with you and you go on appointments with them to build trust. The trust is already there when they call you. And then you've got measure what matters, conversations, appointments, relationships, leads. So,
Yes, sir.
all right, we're going to be finishing up here in a couple of minutes, but to start that process, Daniel, you have a call to action to everybody on the call today. So I'll turn it over to you so you can share that.
You can buy leads or you can build relationship with people that you didn't know that needed it. So I would encourage all you to pick up the phone. And one thing I'll touch back on what you said about perfection beats perfection, consistency beats perfection, is I have a disability. I have a speech impediment that I stutter over my words, and I work very, very hard. But I post those videos even if I mess up. So I don't know if anybody ever caught me with my words today, but it is true. So pick up the phone, shoot your video, share with the world. They want to hear what you got to know.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Thank you. I tell you what, for a few minutes, anybody that wants to ask a question, I'm sure Daniel would be happy to provide his answer to it. So anybody want to ask a question?
I'd be honored to answer.
Hello. Oh, sorry, I just jumped in. Is that okay?
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is exciting and I'm trying to think. I just lost my question. I got so excited about it. Anyways, come back to me. Sorry.
That's all right.
I have a
Anybody-
question.
Oh.
My name is Mia Zoll and I'm from Fort Lauderdale. And what about LinkedIn and or Pinterest? I heard that LinkedIn is like coming up and it's more professional. You get, obviously your videos have to be more professional. But I'm reading the book, let me see, Day Trading Attention, and they talk about it in there.
Me personally, I've tried LinkedIn. I've got a lot of spam out of it. I find my audience to be on Facebook and YouTube.
Okay, good. Another question. Heidi, go ahead.
Okay, so if you're new into the business, do you think it would make sense to do an introduction video to also give them your life experience and who you are that I think would give you credibility?
Absolutely. One of
Okay.
my best videos that I made was when my transition from the military to the civilian life, and I shared how I shared a personal story where how a lot of my peers thought I was going to go into a GS job, a government job, and when I made the announcement that I was going into real estate, and how a lot of people were taken back that I was going that way and not into the GS job. So I shared that personal, and that really related to a lot of people where like, oh wow, there is life after the military. So you just getting into it, I would say make an introduction. Like I said, I just hired 2 girls and I'm forcing them, and I have them making video content too. And just sharing what I like to say is like, it's your business to tell people that you're in business and that you're able to do business, right?
Okay. All
People,
right.
they
Very
need to
cool.
know.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, all right. Any other questions? Take advantage of this, please.
As far as YouTube, I used to do YouTube shorts because when I would do the long ones, I wouldn't get any viewers. And I used to do it, I used to do the market update. And then they said, well, a lot of people said, well, that really doesn't go very far because it gets old. So, how do you feel about the shorts versus the long? I mean, for a while when it first came out, they don't like shorts at all. But so how do you feel about, the two different ones?
Yeah, absolutely. So my longest personal video on YouTube right now is a little over 5 minutes. Usually my videos are like 90 seconds, and then I do have some shorts that are shorter than that. I find the sweet spot for me, it's been that 90-second mark. I would, I would also, I'm working with Chip now as actually I'm going to go into 10 to 15 minute long YouTube videos now. And again, I think it's an overlay because remember, Google is the #1 search engine and YouTube being the #2. So when I post a video on YouTube, I also post it on my Google business profile as well, or information about it so that it's searchable, right? So I use, we all probably use AI now. So I use AI to do long form key terms, keywords that match the description, the title, and then again onto my Google business profile. So then if people are key striking, they can definitely see, they can find me that way as well.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I guess when you're linking your videos on your Google business profile, are you kind of writing a summary and then doing a link to the video? Because I found or at least when I've tried that in the past, it severely limits the length of the video you could put on your Google business profile.
That's correct. So a little snippet. I think it's 30 seconds that you could put in there. So I use ChatGPT and I'll say, hey, this one's going on Google business profile. Please write the description so it meets, Google's outline there, so it doesn't get any flags, and then the link to my YouTube channel. So I'll click like learn more and then link to the YouTube channel.
Cool. Thanks.
Mhm.
Daniel, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
And that is, it is very easy to start a YouTube channel. It is not easy to have a lot of subscribers, to get a lot of subscribers. You have 3,800.
Mhm.
What do you think caused that to happen?
My local event, sir, being active in the local event. I'll ask people like, because people are like, they don't want to fill out their information. I said, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you please subscribe to my YouTube channel? I'll just ask people straight up like that. And here's a QR code. They'll do it. Boom, boom. All right. Hey, here's your entry ticket to a giveaway that we're going. Thank you. So I'd rather have subscribers watch me that way than have them, because if people don't want to give their information, their name, phone number, email addresses, it's easier for them just to scan a QR code, hit subscribe, get an entry to the giveaway that we got going there. So, one of the biggest things like events. So events are a way that I'm capturing a lot of subscribers.
Okay, awesome.
I have a quick
Awesome.
question.
Thanks for sharing that.
Mhm.
Another question, one more.
I have one.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you're posting your videos to all the different social media platforms, do you first put it on YouTube and you're sharing the YouTube link everywhere, or are you doing the video straight from your phone to the social media platforms?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say my primary go-to is Facebook. And then my more professional video content goes to my YouTube stuff. And then I'll share the link in the description of the post there.
Okay, so you're not putting everything on YouTube, just your professional stuff on YouTube and your listings?
Yes and no. So it's a little blend. So if I feel like this is like YouTube quality, or if it was a good take, I'm gonna post it up there on YouTube. Um, but some of the good things, like, go back to YouTube Shorts. Mia had a question about Shorts. Some of the best video content was if you call out, are you moving from California to Colorado Springs? Are you moving from Fort Lewis, Washington to Colorado Springs? Asking a question, it's really relatable. Those ones get so much traction. So I
Okay.
don't know, in the market space, I would encourage you, ask
One
people.
more question, continue with that, but like, if you say you have a really good video and you're putting it on, it's YouTube quality, are you putting it there first and then sharing the link so it'll drive people back to YouTube?
Yeah, so I share the link in the comments on social media. I found that if I put the link in the description, then Facebook puts it like it doesn't really do that well.
Oh, okay. You can't really do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, let me do a couple of things to kind of put a bow on this today. So I'm going to share my screen again. And let's see here. Shoot. All right, so here is Daniel's YouTube channel. You can see it has a very nice banner with all of his contact information, etc. 350 videos have been posted, 3,800 subscribers. And then I have gone through these. There's 6 or 7 videos that have over 100,000 views. Most videos have over 1,000 views. But I want to go all the way down to the bottom. Here's a 31-second video, obviously a short video, that has 122,000 views. So let's watch that as we sort of finish up.
Welcome home. I absolutely love it. This is the one.
It all starts with a call to the 719 PCS team. When you're ready to buy a home, please think of us.
Let's see, make sure that I stop that. All right, now I'll stop my screen share and we'll kind of tie things up and finish up for today. So one of the things we talked about is Daniel's superpower is execution, okay? Whenever I talk to coaching clients about video content, I hear lots of things. I don't have the equipment. I don't look good on camera. I don't have the time. Blah, 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 okay? Success leaves clues, and Daniel has just given us a very powerful collection of clues in terms of what you can accomplish for your real estate practice and for your future by starting to do video content, being intentional about it, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. In the month of September, we're going to have a video contest. Daniel and I will be the judges. I have a Facebook page that I will share with everyone where you can post your videos, okay? And I encourage you to participate, okay? Because it's a friendly audience. We're all in the same position. We want to maintain our business. We want to enhance our business. We want to build our business. So as a tribe, as a collection of committed professionals who can relate to each other and who can help each other, that's why you're going to post videos. And so everybody will be able to see it and get ideas. And at the end of September, after we've reviewed all of the videos, there will be a prize, a very significant prize in my mind.
Oh,
So anyway, I hope that's exciting to everybody. More details to follow. let's give Daniel a big hand because I know he has 5 or 6 hours total in preparing for this, and he did a heck of a job. So Daniel, thank you very much for sharing your expertise and your experience, and for clearly demonstrating to us that sweat equity is the route to go, and it can have powerful results in your business. So
I appreciate it. Thank you
thank
for
you
the
very much,
opportunity
sir.
to be here. I
All right.
appreciate it. And if we're not friends on social media, send me a friend request. I'd love to meet with
Yeah.
you that way.
And again, when I send out the recording, I will provide links to Daniel's social media channels, etc. Okay. So listen, I'm so grateful everybody was here today. Daniel, thank you very much. More to follow. Everybody finish the week strong and have a fantastic weekend.
Let's
See
do
you.
it. See y'all later.